Hello, my angels and angels. Thank you for tuning into the Smooth Spirit Radios. Guys, today is 4th of July for me. Happy 4th. I am so excited that you guys are able to sit with me and talk to the daily topics. I'm going to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to talk about everybody, topic that has been the big topic of discussion, and that is, of course, the Chris Brown situation. Guys, let's just keep it real. If you don't know, I am a beautiful black dark-skinned queen. And I think what he said, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, okay, I'm just going to give you a rundown. Honestly, I'm just going to give you a rundown. So Chris Brown said in his recent lyrics to his new album, Indigo, which is poppin'. When I tell you I love that album, let me just put that out there now. Like, I think his album hits, okay? Especially that song Emerald in Burgundy. Oh, man. You have to listen to Chris Brown's new album, okay? That stuff is popping, but... Okay, I'm off topic. Sorry. But in one of his lyrics, I'm going to actually find out which one it is, so you guys can know exactly which one I'm talking about. The people that don't know exactly what he said. Now, I know everybody knows, what's going on. He made the status about, on the song that he only messed with black girls with good hair. And a lot of fans didn't take that well. They basically was not for it. Well, in my personal, honest opinion, I don't see anything wrong with what he said. Now, before y'all start going down my throat, just listen, okay? We as black women has to honestly sit there and think about, is that really what we're going to fight about? Because at the end of the day, no matter how we put it, no matter how, we put in reference, I just feel like we have to take ownership to our own selves. Why should we get offended about him saying that on his song? He said, I like black bees with nice hair. Women was infuriated when he said that, and I just don't see why. Because if you have to sit here and say, and they're like, come on, read between the lines, you know who he's talking about. Wait, no, he didn't put specific women out there. He just said he likes black women with good hair. Now, I do see where y'all coming from, what a lot of women's coming from. What do you consider bad hair? What do you consider is bad hair? And then a lot of people just threw out there that he was talking about darker skinned women and 4C hair and stuff of that nature. Honestly, I didn't get that. I just see, because I'm just making known. It's a society now that everybody talks about good hair and bad hair. Let's just put that in the sunlight. He's not the first person. He's definitely not going to be the last. I don't know if y'all remember Lil Wayne's song, but he actually said, I like them long hair, thick red bone. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody. I mean, he basically described who he likes. And nobody had a problem with that. Nobody had a problem with how he said it and his preference. But because he said he liked girls with good hair, like black women with good hair, that's a big no-no. I don't know. I'm kind of confused about that because, we all know Chris Brown has a history, and it wasn't a good history with the whole Rihanna thing. I feel like it should be let go. I'm just be honest with you. I feel like a lot of stuff should be let go and just turned over. Chris Brown has proven himself time after time and time again. Yes, I'm a big Chris Brown fan, whether y'all don't like it or not. I'm a big Chris Brown fan. Why? Because he has proven himself time and time after time to let everybody know that he's not the same person he was before. I don't care if he looked like he's a heroin addict, crack addict, sniff coke, dude. I don't care about none of that. Because at the end of the day, he's making music that changed a lot of people's lives. Yes, I do see that his preference is only light-skinned women and foreign women. Yes, I see that. But everybody, this is not new. Come on, guys. Whether we want to sit here and say, hey, but y'all know who he was referring to. If you really put yourself in that platform, and if y'all put yourself in that status quo, then yes, you're going to get mad. But Tony, I am a black woman, a dark-skinned black woman with 4C hair. Honey, my stuff is spongy. The spongiest it could get. And I did not take offense to that because I don't put myself in a category where my hair is bad. So don't put yourself in a category where you feel like that. I feel like that's a personal thing, okay? I do. And a lot of people's not going to agree, but I do feel like that's just a personal issue. If you feel like you have a bad grade of hair and you took offense to that, who's more at fault, you or Chris Brown? I feel like it's you. Why would you talk bad about yourself? Why would you degrade yourself to think that 4C is classified as a level, below, or even just not even 4C hair, for just anything, just tight, nappy hair? I don't think that's right. So don't put your flaws on somebody that just said he likes hair. Like, come on, man. Y'all have to stop. Like, I just think y'all guys have to stop. But if y'all didn't see Tokyo's response, I will put the link below to give y'all the response that she gave. But basically, she just, gave a response saying, hey, he doesn't even like black women in the VIP section. That I did kind of, it saddened me that happened, because at the end of the day, a lot of his fan base is dark-skinned women and brown-skinned women. But hey, that's his preference. I'm not going to fault him for his preference. But I would see if he said he doesn't like black girls at all. Then to me, yeah, that's the problem. Then you're canceled in my eyes. But everybody always want to cancel people. I don't understand why y'all can cancel people so quick because of one little sentimental thing. But Tokyo Vanity, I don't know if you know her, but she is well known as Best Friend. That's my best friend. And also she did Love and Hip Hop, which I love her to death because she speaks up about her body. She's body positive. She talks about how, being plus size does not faze her. She does what she wants to do. And that I applaud because I am a plus size woman. And I think that is great. But I do feel like she did kind of insinuate, he was referring to black girls and nappy hair. I don't know. I just think it's a time and place on certain things. And if you don't like what he said, that's fine. But it's just more parts of the things that, don't put us in a category where we are already getting bashed. Dark-skinned women always was the sidekick of the world. Let's just be honest. If you ever watched a movie, Martin, School Days, everything of that nature, like, we were always the sidekick. Kid and Play movies, like, we was always the sidekick, and we would always often talk down to, like, Pam, for example. Pam was hot. Come on, y'all. Let's not put Pam and Gina. I would have chose Pam, okay? But in the show Martin, he down talked Pam a lot. And even though I know he's a proud woman, a proud person of, just black people and stuff, but it really got to the point where I noticed that a lot of dark-skinned women was frowned upon. And it sucks. If y'all never watched School Days by, I forgot his name. He also did She Gotta Have It. He does that as well. But if you watch School Days, you will see how he talked about good and bad hair. That's one. And also racism amongst black communities. And that's what we have to really focus about now. The black community, and see that we are our own kryptonite, okay? We have to stop separating us. We do. It goes back to slavery when they separated us from the field and from the house. Light skinned people was in the house and dark skinned people was in the fields. So I always tell people, until you live in a dark skinned person's life, you can't tell us how we experience hate and racism. And I have a friend of mine, a dear close friend of mine, that tried to tell me that, he don't believe that. He's always loved. And I was like, look, you have, but you don't know what another person experienced. You could talk about what's right and wrong, but you can't tell me how I lived my experience as a dark-skinned girl that was picked on almost her entire life because I looked African. But I was actually black. But I love, now you could call me anything you want to. I identify myself as a Nubian queen anyway. So, now, but before then, oh yeah, it bothered me that I was picked on because I was dark skinned and black. I'm talking about black, y'all. I actually lightened up a little bit as I got older. But when I was dark, I was dark. I mean, not dark. When I was younger, I was dark. I was very dark. And I was picked on. It wasn't because I was ugly. It's just because I was dark, And back in those days, you had to be a lighter brown, a brown skinned girl or a light skinned girl to get recognition. And now, y'all can't tell me nothing. Dark skin is in. But the whole point was, I don't know if y'all can hear that thunder, but I'm outside because I don't care. But the whole point in this Chris Brown thing is, guys, we cannot put ourselves in a category to where it is hate. I'm not going to cancel him because at the end of the day, we don't know what he specifically means by not good hair. We don't know. He just said he likes black girls with good hair. I don't know if he's talking about dark skinned girls, light skinned girls, anything. That's his preference. Why should we, downgrade him? This is nothing new. We've only seen him with lighter women. Even Rihanna, she's lighter. We've only seen him with lighter women. So why is that a problem now? His mom's light skinned. Okay? He never dipped and dabbed in the dark skinned world or the brown skinned world. So, I mean, let's just be honest. He's around light skinned people. So why do y'all feel like he should be, I don't know. Why do y'all feel like he should be in the world where it's just, you should be able to like dark skinned women? Some people don't like dark skinned people. Some people don't like brown skinned people. Me, my preference, I don't really lean towards light skinned people because of the history that I had with them picking on me. I love brown skinned men and dark skinned men. I've dated light skinned men, but I want to say it was a handful, like 2 in my life. Other than that, it was all brown and dark skin. Why? Because I love them. And that's just my preference. Should I be frowned upon? Should I be canceled? No. I feel like it's okay, but we do have a society that just don't seem to get it. So if you could just comment below, tell me your personal views. I will respect every last person's views as long as you respect mine. And let me know what you think. But as always, guys, peace and more blessings. Happy 4th of July. I'm going to represent June 10th because that's when we was free. So the home of the free. Guys, I love you and just be safe, okay? Peace and more blessings. You tuned in to the Smooth Spirit Radios. Have a good day.